President Jacob Zuma appeared to be at ease during a site visit to Western Area Agri Park. It was just 24 hours before the protest was slated to begin in various parts of the country. His jovial mood comes at a time when a no-confidence motion 2 is looming in Parliament. True to form, Zuma sang and danced to favourite including Mshini Wami and a Freedom Day shortly after his keynote address. The crowd welcomed him with a rendition of Zuma, My President.
My president, my president, my president, my president. Olosio, president. Olosio, amandla, amandla. Phambili ngomusholozi phambili.
President Jacob Zuma is set to celebrate his 75th birthday in the midst of a planned anti-Zuma march. Jubilation will be the order of the day as the president weathers the current storm. Msholozi, as he is affectionately known, was born on this day in 1942. The president rose to prominence in the struggle days as he led the left wing, Umkhonto weSizwe, to fight oppression. He is the fourth democratically elected president of South Africa. Celebrations are planned throughout the day in Walter Sisulu Square. Well, joining us live now from the Luthuli House in Johannesburg is our reporter Giovanni Majani. Very good morning to you, Giovanni. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you give us some updates of what's taking place at the Luthuli House this morning?
A very good morning to you and a very good morning to the viewers. Indeed, we do know that in Pretoria there is the anti-Zuma march taking place, but here at Luthuli House is a peaceful everyday morning for the members of the ANC. We do know that work has taken place from this morning, and going into the evening will be the celebrations of the President Jacob Zuma himself. But we do know as well that April has been a very eventful month and it will continue to have its dates. We do know that on the 18th of April, the possible debate on the vote of no confidence for President Jacob Zuma might take place. But here with me, I have Kusela, who is ANC Media Communications, who's just going to tell us on the part of the ANC how they are feeling today. Thank you so much for joining us. So just tell us, we do know that a march is taking place in the city of Tshwane, where opposition has found one common cause, which is the supposed enemy, President Jacob Zuma. How's the ANC feeling about this?
Well, thank you so much for being here, Giovanni. As you said, today is a normal working day at Luthuli House. We are currently in a meeting that is discussing our preparations towards the National Policy Conference in July of this year. Now, when the opposition comes together in this manner, I think firstly as the ANC, we reaffirm their right to protest and assembly. We believe that, like everybody else in South Africa, they've got a constitutional imperative for them to raise their grievances, raise their concerns, and we hope that they will do so in a peaceful and unarmed manner. But as we do that, we also know that the opposition has never voted for ANC President Comrade Jacob Zuma. So as they come together, it's really a follow-through of the issues that they would have sought to convince voters on and failed, which was winning the hearts and the minds of the people, and that which they failed to win through the ballot box, they are now taking through the streets, going through to union buildings. But we've committed ourselves to engage with everybody who wants to speak on the concerns that they have. But we're also happy that our constitutional democracy has created mechanisms for us to be able to deliberate these things in a manner that seeks to move us forward. The motion of no confidence is one of those manners in which we resolve debates in society. So as the ANC, we are looking forward to debating that within Parliament, outside of the rhetoric that's out there, outside of the inflammatory language that's being put out. But let's speak on the legacy of Comrade President Jacob Zuma. Let's speak on the work that the ANC continues to do on a daily basis. Today you have people going on with their lives. You have a child somewhere who is getting a free meal at school. You have schools that are functioning. You have hospitals that are able to give the necessary health care. Our infrastructure build program is on the ground. It's happening and people are getting jobs. So let's speak to the real issues.
You've just mentioned that obviously a debate is a way of communication on obviously solving things, but we do know as well that ANC members of parliament have also resigned along the way and just after the reshuffle. How are things in the ANC building in regards to the kind of hearsay and talk that has been happening in South Africa in regards to these things?
Well, hearsays and rumors are really unfortunate, and they're actually very dangerous at this current point in time. The members of parliament that we resign, we understand them to have personal reasons for doing that. Some of them may be related to their pensions that they're able to get when they're members of the executive vis-a-vis being, just normal members of parliament. So they'll have their own differing reasons. There's no member of parliament who has come to the African National Congress and says, I am resigning, as a sign of dispute. I am resigning. I'm no longer a member of the party. So those type of things, I think, we should just clarify them and put them up front. That it's not the first time members of parliament resign. They resign regularly for a variety of reasons. But also, as the organization, we have been quite concerned on, commentary that is made out there with regards to our MPs and how they are likely to vote in the motion of no confidence. The Secretary General of the ANC, Comrade Gwede Mantashe, made it very clear that members of the ANC are deployed to Parliament on the basis of the programs, policies, the views and beliefs of the African National Congress, and it is that which we expect them to abide by. But also our members are amongst the most advanced core of Al-Qaeda. So we don't expect that, what members of the opposition are hoping will happen. Those are loyal, disciplined members of the organization who will continue to act in the best interests of the people of South Africa, of the ANC, in pushing this agenda. We cannot and should not be dictated to by the whims of an opposition party at any point. If there's ever a reason for the ANC to discuss President Jacob Zuma stepping down, that happens in the structures of the organization.
And we do know, finally, on a lighter note, that it is the President himself's birthday, as well as Pravin Gordhan. Do you have any message to the two on this eventful day?
Well, the African National Congress wishes Comrade Jacob Zuma a glorious birthday. He's dedicated his life to the liberation of this country. Post-democracy has been an integral part of our reconstruction, of our development, but also now leading our charge towards radical economic transformation. So we wish him well. We wish him many more years and a very happy birthday.
So as we've heard from the ANC, just clearing up a few things that have been happening in the course of April in regards to coming out of March into April, in regards to the reshuffle, as well as members of parliament resigning, and obviously now with the march taking place where opposition has come together for what they call the hashtag anti-Zuma march.